Okay, so
Okay, so we're going to, I'm full of flour. We're going to start on the filling. The dough is in the refrigerator, cooling, and it's important that you go have that process because it does do wonderful things to the dough. The texture is so much better. So here are 3 leeks. We've cleaned them up, and so I'm going to slice them.
something about the smell of leeks frying in butter. It's one of my favorite smells.
I think that'd be plenty. Okay. To turn on the olive oil, heat it up. Now the kids have been asking me to do this for years, and being now 85, I think that it's time for me to put this down for them to be able to refer to it and know how to make it, because I think I'm the only one left making it. Kathy, you make it, don't you?
Not,
And Brian has been making it.
yeah, we've made it before.
So
But
anyway.
it is nice though, because when it's, at least we can call you and ask you
Yeah.
questions, but this way it's all in the video and
Yeah, you don't have to come to the cemetery.
oh, stop yelling down at your headstone. How much butter do I put in?
Yeah. Leave me alone. I've done my bit.
Finally got some rest.
Okay, so we're gonna let this, be careful, you don't want it to get brown. You just want it to cook very gently. Now in Macedonian, this particular Birick is called Birick so pras urda, meaning it's the Birick dough, which has pras, which is the leek, and the cheese,
Ordo?
urda,
Orda.
cottage cheese.
Okay.
So anyway, we'll do that. So I'm using regular cottage cheese, but it looks awfully wet. So I'm just gonna try to strain some of it.
Is it large curd, Mom, or small
Yes,
curd?
it's
or-
large. And I can't remember, I tried using the dry and it isn't good.
Okay.
So I use the regular and then do the,
The draining
look and
part.
see, there's a lot coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl. And then I'm gonna take some feta. I think you like a lot of feta, don't you?
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
Crumble your feta in with your cheese.
And so that was, Mom, what size was that? The
Medium kind of?
for the cottage cheese? 500 grams in Canada, but that looks like about a 16-ounce container of cottage cheese. And then the feta, like Mom said, is to taste. Some people don't like a lot in it. I like a lot of feta. And then I've seen people that do all feta, but again, it's
No,
where
it's
you're
not the
from and
same.
what you like.
Yeah.
So.
It is very personal.
So 3 eggs.
And I'm still, even though we've got the feta, I'm going to give it a sprinkling of salt. Not much.
We know how much you hate salt. She's the salt queen.
I am, and I'm well preserved.
Oh, that's a good point, Mom. You do look awfully good for 85. I think I'm going to start eating more salt. Okay, I'll come over and look at the leaves real quick too while you're doing those. Yeah, come on this side, so.
So leave that in for a little while longer. And then
That's good. Mom and I were talking, at some point people, when they make this, will, rather than the, what is the leek, what's leek again in Macedonian?
pass.
Pras orda, it can be spanakopita, which is, at this point, you would add spinach as well. But
Yeah.
there's just, kind of, maybe it's a purist thing, but the leeks, just on their own, are delicious and almost don't need
Well,
anything else.
you don't have to put anything in it other than the cheese and
Right.
the cottage cheese. And I remember during Lent, my mother would make it because she couldn't use the cottage cheese because we couldn't eat any product of an
Oh,
animal.
right.
And so she would just do it with sauerkraut and olive oil.
Really? And it was still the
It was delicious.
flaky-
It was delicious.
Sounds good.
We were hungry too.
Everything tastes better.
I know this looks hot to be put in with the eggs and cottage cheese, but it's amazing how quickly it cools down. So I'll just quickly. And so there is your filling.
That looks yummy. And then you just set this aside until your dough has rested long enough, right?
Yeah. So we'll put this away.
Okay. So we'll come back when the dough is ready to roll. Sound good, Mom?
Yep.
Okay.